In October 1944, during the fierce Battle of Leyte Gulf, the combatants were on one side, a coalition of US and Australian naval forces, and on the other, their Japanese adversaries. Amid the intense naval conflict, a particular American vessel, the USS Samuel B. found itself outnumbered and facing dire circumstances. The ship, affectionately known as the Sammy B, was soon lost to the depths of the ocean, with 89 lives tragically lost. It seemed improbable that anyone would ever lay eyes on this ship again, given its descent to unthinkable depths. Fast forward 8 decades, and against all odds, the world's deepest shipwreck was discovered in the Philippines. While uncovering shipwrecks is not uncommon, the uniqueness of this discovery lay in the astounding depth at which the Sammy B was found, sinking to over 22,600 feet, equivalent to a little over 4 miles. No shipwreck had ever been located at such depths before. This remarkable operation was spearheaded by Victor Vescovo, a former Navy commander and the driving force behind Caledon Oceanic, a Dallas-based company specializing in marine technology. Vescovo, an experienced deep-sea explorer, had previously located the world's deepest shipwreck, the USS Johnston, which was found in the same area as the Sammy B just a year earlier, with less than 1,000 feet separating the two wrecks. Both ships had met their fate during the same pivotal battle. Upon discovering the Sammy B, Vescovo expressed his joy at this remarkable accomplishment, emphasizing the ship's heroism and sacrifice in tumultuous times. He believed it was crucial to reflect on the bravery of those who fought in that decisive battle against overwhelming odds. So, what was the story of heroism that Vescovo alluded to, and what happened to the Sammy B? The fate of the Sammy B was intertwined with the Philippines, a strategic location that both sides in World War II's Pacific Theater sought to control. The Japanese had held the island since 1942, prompting the Allied forces to launch an invasion in 1944. This led to a significant naval engagement, the Battle of Leyte Gulf, which began on October 23, 1944, and concluded on October 26, 1944. 4 distinct engagements constituted this overarching battle: the Battle of the Sabian Sea, the Battle of Surigao Strait, the Battle off Cape Engano, and the largest of them all, the Battle off Samar. It was during the Battle off Samar that the Sammy B met its demise. Commissioned just months before, on April 28, 1944, the USS Samuel B was more than 300 feet long and armed with 2 5-inch guns, 4 40mm anti-aircraft guns, 10 20mm anti-aircraft guns, 3 21-inch torpedo tubes for surface attacks, and 3 depth charge projectors for anti-submarine warfare. The Battle off Samar, which took place off the coast of Samar Island on October 25, 1944, proved to be the most pivotal aspect of the Battle of Leyte Gulf. The American forces were taken by surprise and caught off guard. The Sammy B was among the ships left vulnerable as the Japanese forces closed in. Task Group 77.4, 3, known by the radio call sign Taffy EU, was not adequately equipped to face the Japanese fleet. Their primary mission was to support Allied land forces and protect against submarines, not to engage a formidable Japanese fleet. The situation turned dire as the Japanese fleet, including the mighty Yamato battleship and 3 other battleships, approached. A decoy fleet missiled American ships in the wrong direction, leaving those who remained near Leyte Gulf exposed. The Sammy B and other American ships were left to confront this overwhelming Japanese force. Despite their best efforts, the Americans were outgunned and outnumbered. The Sammy B, along with other vessels, faced heavy enemy fire. The ship's commander, Lieutenant Commander Robert W. Copland, knew the odds were stacked against them. He made the fateful decision to engage the enemy, fully aware of the risks. The ship sustained significant damage and casualties, with its power and communication systems failing, the engine room destroyed, and holes in the ship's hull. The situation grew increasingly dire, and it became clear that the Sammy B was mortally wounded. Commander Copeland ordered the ship to be abandoned, a perilous task given the ongoing battle. Approximately an hour later, the vessel sank stern first, and the survivors, including the ship's mascot, a dog named Sammy, were left to face the daunting challenges of the open sea. Helplessly, they watched in horror as the USS Samuel B disappeared from their view. The prospect of swift rescue seemed bleak, leaving them to endure a grueling wait that extended beyond 2 agonizing days. Clinging to life rafts, they battled hunger and thirst, devoid of drinkable water and food. To compound their misery, they had to fend off menacing shark attacks lurking beneath them. Making matters worse, nearly all of them were drenched in oil, causing excruciating eye irritation and, if accidentally ingested, severe nausea. One harrowing account tells of a sailor who, in an attempt to evade the oily residue, removed his clothes, only to attract the attention of a circling shark that grazed against his exposed skin, prompting him to hastily redress. Accidental consumption of seawater added to their woes, resulting in debilitating stomach cramps and even hallucinations. For the men on board, this was a harrowing ordeal. Commander Robert W. Copeland, who had exhibited unwavering composure during the battle, was now pushed to his limits. He candidly admitted, "I gave out. I just folded up." On the morning of October 27, a cry for rescue broke the desolation as survivors of the USS Samuel B. spotted a rescue boat. Commander Copeland, initially cautious due to the harsh conditions, became convinced when more voices confirmed the sighting. Frantically waving and gesturing, the survivors signaled their presence. The rescue crew, wary of Japanese tricks, quizzed the survivors about the recent World Series champions, the St. Louis Cardinals. Correct answers prompted the rescue crew to deploy cargo nets. Approximately 90 crew members, out of a total of around 224, lost their lives on the USS Samuel B. during the Battle of Leyte Gulf. Despite their losses, the American forces inflicted significant damage on the enemy, leveraging radar-controlled weaponry and advanced technology, which the Japanese lacked. The Battle of Leyte Gulf had devastating consequences for the Japanese, arguably contributing to their subsequent struggles in naval operations. After this battle, they engaged in only one major naval operation, Operation Tango, which ended disastrously in April 1945. The discovery of the USS Samuel B. 8 decades after its sinking, stands as an impressive feat by Victor Vescovo's team. Their use of advanced technology and thorough research has opened doors to further deep-sea exploration, such as the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench. To protect the site from potential salvagers, the exact coordinates are undisclosed. The legacy of the USS Samuel B. endures, with another ship of the same name surviving a mine explosion, reflecting the original vessel's spirit and resilience. Subscribe for more updates.